Greetings, my fellows, again, everyone. I'm Anastasia, joined by my co moderator, Irene, as we hit the exciting midpoint with day 20 in our immersive 50-day software architecture class, where each topic interconnects to form a complete mastery pathway. Reflecting on day 19, we explored DevOps integration in architecture, from CI CD pipelines for automated workflows to infrastructure as code for treating environments as versionable artifacts, all to bridge development and operations seamlessly. Today, we're elevating that foundation to cloud native architecture, diving into containers with Docker for packaging applications consistently, and orchestration via Kubernetes for managing them at scale, illustrating how these tools enable highly portable, resilient, and auto-scaling systems that thrive in dynamic cloud settings.
A milestone session. Anastasia. Cloud-native approaches revolutionize how we build and operate, leveraging the automation from DevOps to achieve unprecedented efficiency and adaptability.
Let's provide a more expansive overview for day 20 to clearly map out the terrain. Cloud native architecture refers to building and running applications that exploit the advantages of cloud computing models, emphasizing resilience, manageability, and observability. We'll explore containers as lightweight, isolated packages for applications and their dependencies, using Docker as the prime example for standardization. Then, orchestration with Kubernetes for automating deployment, scaling, and operations of containerized apps. These concepts connect to Day 19's DevOps by extending CI CD into cloud deployments and Day 17's reliability through built in fault tolerance and redundancy features. Why adopt cloud native architecture in your designs? It fully leverages cloud benefits like elasticity for on demand resources and pay per use to optimize costs, avoiding over provisioning. It enables Day 7's microservices with independent containerized deploys for rapid updates. Resilience improves through self healing mechanisms that automatically recover from failures. It accelerates innovation by automating operations, freeing teams to focus on features rather than maintenance. Covering the basics of containers to lay a strong groundwork, containers are lightweight virtual environments that package code and dependencies, sharing the host OS kernel for efficiency, unlike full VMs. They provide isolation for processes, file systems, and networks, ensuring consistent behavior across dev, test, and prod. Portability allows running on any system with a container runtime. Compared to VMs, containers start faster and use fewer resources, making them ideal for dense deployments. Containers in architecture. In microservices from Day 7, deploy one service per container for modularity and independent scaling. With Day 19 DevOps, containerize pipelines for consistent CI CD environments. Enhance Day 13 security by isolating workloads and scanning images for vulnerabilities. For Day 16 scalability, containers replicate easily across nodes for horizontal growth.
Containers in architecture. In microservices from Day 7, deploy one service per container for modularity and independent scaling. With Day 19 DevOps, containerize pipelines for consistent CI/CD environments. Enhance Day 13 security by isolating workloads and scanning images for vulnerabilities. For Day 16 scalability, containers replicate easily across nodes for horizontal growth. Introducing Docker in greater detail. It's a leading platform for developing, shipping, and running containers, standardizing the process across ecosystems. Images are immutable, read-only templates containing app code, libraries, and configs. Containers are the runtime instances launched from images. Docker files provide scripted instructions for building images reproducibly, including base OS, dependencies, and commands. Introducing Docker in greater detail. It's a leading platform for developing, shipping, and running containers, standardizing the process across ecosystems. Images are immutable, read-only templates containing app code, libraries, and configs. Containers are the runtime instances launched from images. Docker files provide scripted instructions for building images reproducibly, including base OS, dependencies, and commands. Docker workflow expanded. Build images from Docker files using Docker build to package your app. Push to registries like Docker Hub for sharing, pull to retrieve. Run containers with Docker run for execution. Use Docker Compose for defining and running multi-container applications with YAML configs. Docker in practice. Package Day 7, microservices as individual containers for isolation. Create consistent dev environments mirroring prod. Serve as the base for Kubernetes pods in orchestration. For security from Day 13, scan images for vulnerabilities and run as non-root users. Docker best practices. Use minimal bases like Alpine to shrink image sizes and attack surfaces. Employ multi-stage builds to separate build and runtime, discarding tools. Add Docker ignore to exclude files like .git from contexts. Tag versions specifically, avoiding latest for reproducibility. Docker challenges. Image bloat from unnecessary layers slows pulls and starts. Optimize. Security risks in base images require scanning. For large-scale, orchestration like Kubernetes is needed. Persist state with volumes, as containers are ephemeral.
Introducing Kubernetes, an open source platform for automating deployment, scaling, and operations of containerized applications across clusters. Pods are the smallest units, grouping containers that share storage and network. Nodes are worker machines running pods. The control plane manages the cluster, scheduling, and healing. Kubernetes workflow. Use YAML manifests to declaratively define resources like pods or services. kubectl is the CLI for applying manifests and managing clusters. Deployments handle replicas for scaling and updates. Services provide stable endpoints to expose pods internally or externally. Kubernetes in practice. Deploy Day, 7 microservices as pods for orchestration. Use horizontal pod autoscaler for metric-based scaling. Docker serves as the container runtime within pods. Helm acts as a package manager for installing complex apps via charts. Kubernetes best practices. Use namespaces for logical isolation of environments or teams. Set resource limits and requests to prevent pod starvation. Implement liveness and readiness probes for health checks and rolling updates. Manage secrets securely for credentials, avoiding env vars. Kubernetes challenges. Its complexity presents a steep learning curve for setup and management. Networking requires overlay solutions for pod communication. Storage needs persistent volumes for stateful apps. In clouds, monitor costs from node provisioning and data transfer.
Cloud-native integration. Apply Day 19 DevOps with GitOps tools like Argo CD for Kubernetes. Use Day 18 Prometheus operator for native monitoring. Achieve Day 17 reliability through self-healing pods and replicas. Enforce Day 13 security with pod policies and network isolation. Advanced Cloud Native. Run serverless on Kubernetes with native for fast-like scaling. Add service mesh like Istio for traffic management. Previewing Day 26. Use operators to automate custom resources. Federate multi-clusters for global distribution and failover. Common cloud-native pitfalls. Over-containerizing simple apps adds unnecessary overhead. Evaluate need. Misconfigured Kubernetes exposes security holes like open ports. Cloud-specific features cause vendor lock-in. Poor resource limits waste costs through over-allocation.
Recapping Day 20, we introduced cloud-native principles for resilient cloud-optimized designs.
Detailed Docker for containerization and Kubernetes for orchestration, with practices and challenges. The key takeaway: leverage these for portable, automatically scaled applications in the cloud. Welcome to Day 20 of the 50 Days Software Architecture class. Today, we're diving deep into cloud-native architecture, exploring how containers with Docker and orchestration via Kubernetes are fundamentally transforming application development. This session will provide a comprehensive overview of these powerful technologies and their impact on modern software design. These technologies are pivotal in enabling portable, scalable, and resilient applications within dynamic cloud environments. They represent a significant shift from traditional, monolithic architectures to highly dynamic, self-healing systems that can adapt and recover automatically, ensuring continuous service availability and optimal performance. We'll begin by exploring the core concepts of containerization, specifically understanding how Docker packages applications and all their dependencies into isolated, self-contained units. This isolation ensures that an application runs consistently, regardless of the underlying infrastructure, simplifying deployment complexities. This consistent approach ensures that an application behaves identically across various environments, from a developer's local machine to staging and production servers. This effectively eliminates the classic "it works on my machine" problem, fostering greater collaboration and predictability in the development lifecycle. Docker containers are renowned for being lightweight and incredibly efficient, providing a consistent runtime environment that significantly simplifies both deployment and scaling processes. Their minimal overhead allows for rapid startup times and efficient resource utilization, making them ideal for microservices architectures. Now, let's delve into the more advanced aspects of Docker, including sophisticated networking configurations, persistent storage solutions, and the management of multi-container applications using Docker Compose. These elements are crucial for building complex, interconnected services that function seamlessly together. Understanding these advanced Docker elements is absolutely crucial for building robust, highly available, and interconnected services within a modern containerized ecosystem. Mastering these concepts allows architects and developers to design resilient and efficient distributed systems. Next, we transition to Kubernetes, the industry-leading, powerful orchestration platform designed to manage and automate containerized workloads and services at scale. Kubernetes provides a framework for running distributed systems resiliently, handling everything from deployment to scaling and updates. Kubernetes excels at handling the automated deployment, intelligent scaling, and proactive self-healing of applications. This ensures high availability, efficient resource utilization, and fault tolerance, allowing applications to recover from failures without manual intervention, which is critical for mission-critical systems. It builds on fundamental concepts like pods, which are the smallest deployable units, deployments for managing application lifecycles, and services for abstracting network access. Together, these components abstract away the underlying infrastructure complexities, allowing developers to focus on application logic rather than operational details. Let's revisit Docker, focusing on essential image building best practices, leveraging multi-stage builds for optimized image sizes, and critical container security considerations. These practices are vital for creating secure, efficient, and maintainable container images. Optimizing Docker images is paramount for achieving faster deployments, reducing storage footprint, and significantly lowering resource consumption in cloud environments. Smaller, more efficient images lead to quicker downloads, faster startup times, and reduced operational costs, directly impacting application performance and scalability. Security is absolutely paramount in containerized environments, so we'll touch upon crucial aspects like vulnerability scanning of images, implementing least privilege principles for container runtime, and utilizing secure image registries to protect your software supply chain from potential threats. Now, returning to Kubernetes, we'll explore advanced topics such as Helm for streamlined package management, custom resource definitions for extending Kubernetes API, and the implementation of service meshes for enhanced traffic management and observability. These tools empower more sophisticated cloud-native deployments. These advanced tools significantly extend Kubernetes' native capabilities, allowing for more sophisticated deployments, fine-grained control over microservices communication, and enhanced operational insights. They are essential for managing complex, distributed applications in a production environment, providing unparalleled flexibility and power. We'll also discuss the critical importance of robust monitoring and comprehensive logging strategies within Kubernetes. These practices are essential for maintaining the health, performance, and security of your applications, enabling proactive issue detection and rapid troubleshooting in complex distributed systems. This session seamlessly builds on Day 19's discussion of DevOps integration, incorporating principles from Day 17's focus on reliability, to achieve orchestrated fault tolerance within our cloud-native systems. This holistic approach ensures that our applications are not only efficient, but also incredibly resilient and robust. It also aligns perfectly with Data's foundational solid principles for designing modular, maintainable, and extensible software. Applying solid principles to containerized components facilitates seamless scaling, easier updates, and greater flexibility in evolving cloud-native architectures, promoting long-term sustainability and adaptability. In summary, cloud-native architecture, powerfully driven by Docker for containerization and Kubernetes for orchestration, offers unparalleled agility, resilience, and scalability for modern applications. These technologies are foundational for building the next generation of software systems, enabling rapid innovation and robust operations. These technologies are absolutely fundamental for modern software development, enabling efficient, highly automated cloud operations and the creation of dynamic, self-healing systems that can adapt to changing demands and recover from failures autonomously. They represent the future of application deployment and management. Thank you for joining us on day 20 of the 50 Days Software Architecture class. We sincerely hope this deep dive into cloud-native architecture has provided you with valuable insights and practical knowledge for your ongoing software journey. We look forward to seeing you in our next session. Day 21 covers domain-driven design, DDD principles for aligning software with business domains.
For homework, try containerizing a simple application using Docker and perhaps deploying it with Kubernetes basics. If questions arise from today's material, leave them in the comments. Irene and I will reply promptly. Thanks immensely for tuning in. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, share with friends, and subscribe for the remaining days of the series. Don't forget to subscribe and like the videos.